Welcome back to another episode of the Unwritten Podcast with Thomas Malpass. If y'all are new here, this is a podcast all about discovering purpose, doing what you're passionate about, and living a life of peace. In today's episode, I'm going to cover why you should go all in whatever you're second guessing in your life. Before we get started, go ahead and follow wherever you listen to podcasts, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and go ahead and leave a rating and review because it helps me grow this platform and it helps me build this community to help more people who may need it, who may need to listen. Disclaimer here, in the self-help world, it's up to you to ultimately decide who you want to listen to. There's so many influencers out there in the world, and you ultimately have a choice to decide who you want to listen to. I just speak from a place for things that have worked for me personally. So you don't have to listen to me. Just a disclaimer. But why is it your sign to go all in? Number 1, time is not on your side. There's a quote that says, "Time waits for no one." Life is short. You only get one life to live. So you can only do so much in your lifetime. So whatever you're thinking about doing, whatever you want to accomplish in life, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. All of the successful people you compare yourself to, all of the people you're inspired by, at the end of the day, we all have the same amount of time. Time is not on your side. So whatever it is you want to do, just go ahead and do it. Give yourself a try. Shoot your shot. That's number 1. Number 2, you must embrace failure. Honestly, failure is not even a real thing. You just learn. Anytime you hit a roadblock or something that may make you feel stuck, look at it as a problem that can be solved. Do you think the world's greatest minds stopped when they faced a wall? There's another quote, Thomas Edison. He didn't fail 1,000 times. He's seen 1,000 ways that didn't work until he found the one time. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that didn't work." So what can you do that you're so determined to accomplish in your life that you can do 10,000 times or 10,000 hours that doesn't work until that one time does work for you? Number 3, think like a competitive Olympic champion. What do I mean by this? Think about what they do every day to compete, to work on themselves. What do they do? They work out. Okay. What else do they do? They visualize themselves winning. What else do? They don't give up when they fall. What else do? They take care of themselves. This can be applied to anything. If you think like an Olympic champion or any professional athlete for that matter, think about how they take care of themselves and think about how hard they work to maintain that physicality. Apply that way of thinking into your everyday life. An inspiring quote by the great and late Kobe Bryant. He said, "Pain doesn't tell you when you ought to stop. Pain is the little voice in your head that tries to hold you back because it knows if you continue, you will change. Just like when you work out and your muscles get sore. It's painful, right? But you get stronger every time you show up and come back. Number 4 in reasons why you should go all in is understanding that the age of overstimulation is actually an advantage. I think David Goggins said it's so easy to be great nowadays because everybody is mediocre. And this is more prominent in the world of overstimulation and online, social media, Netflix, TV, video games, pornography, the list goes on, where we're constantly engaged in some sort of activity that takes away our focus and attention. So if you do have some bit of focus and attention, it'll set yourself apart ahead of other people. Here's another quote. If you spend 100 hours a year, which is approximately 18 minutes a day, that's not a lot. That's not a lot of time. In any sort of discipline, you'll be better than 95% of the world in that discipline. This is the rule of 100. So just think about it. If you practice this, something 18 minutes a day, that's like watching one episode of your favorite sitcom every day. If instead you replace that with learning a skill every day, in 1 year you'll be better than 95% of people in that skill. Just think about it. Next, number 5. Enjoy the journey. As cliche as that sounds, I recently started reading the Bhagavad Gita. It's an ancient text. Look it up if you don't know it. The Bhagavad Gita says to enjoy the journey is to let go of the desired outcome. For example, if you think about your greatest accomplishments in life, more often than not, the accomplishment is only briefly celebrated. But what it took to get there is what really matters. So as cliche as this might sound, it's still true and will always be true. This is some ancient wisdom that will never go away for us humans and humanity. So enjoy the process. Ground yourself. Be present. Enjoy the work that you're doing. And once you start letting go of the outcome, whatever desired goal, that goal may just come naturally to you. And when it does, so be it. There'll be another one. Because you're enjoying the process. You're enjoying the work that you're doing. And there is no end goal. The end goal is to just show up and love what you do and help people out in the meantime. So enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Another quote says, if you are not enjoying the journey, you probably won't enjoy the destination. So enjoy the journey while you're still on it. Number 6, practicing gratitude. Another cliche one, but it really helps you gain a different perspective in life. For example, I get to do this podcast because I have enough stability, and I also have enough resources, and I also have a voice to use. I also have hands and legs and a brain to use properly that I'm super grateful for. And if I don't remind myself every day, it can be taken for granted. So remember, gratitude is about appreciating the small things and not after the fact. That's why we say taken for granted, because God only knows if you get into an accident and you lose something, then you start practicing gratitude. No, it's an everyday thing. Remember that there's probably somebody worse off than you right now if you're listening to this. If you're listening to this, you have a phone or internet or some sort of resource that allows you to listen to this. So that's something to be grateful for right there. So understand that when you start practicing gratitude, it allows you to show up every day because you're thankful for that. You get to do something that not everyone gets to do. Here's another beautiful quote about gratitude and opportunity. When one door of happiness closes, another one opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened right in front of us. Finally, a quote from ancient philosopher Seneca. He said, "Time is invisible, so it's easy to spend it without proper consideration of its value." Another ancient wisdom quote, I'm telling you guys. If I have to explain that to you, it's basically what I said in the beginning, right? Time is a construct that we humans created to get stuff done, to make sense of the world and how we should do things. That's why we all have a biological age, right? So you don't want to get to your 90s or even 100 without accomplishing things that you wanted to accomplish in life. So I hope you guys got some sort of perspective and understand that you can go all in if you want. If you don't, that's up to you. I can't make you do anything or make you listen to me. I'm just offering you some ancient wisdom and things that I practice in my life that I find meaningful and that I may think, or I hope you find meaningful as well. So as always, everybody, I hope you like this episode. Go ahead and subscribe, follow wherever you're at. And as always, stay curious, keep going. You got this, guys. Peace.